Hey you folks, Quill18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play RimWorld Alpha 9, mostly vanilla, just some UI mods, that sort of thing. We are preparing for the oncoming winter. So I was checking, it sounds like colonists effectively eat about 1 meal per day is the sound of things. So at 9, and if we leave a little bit of margin for error, let's call it 10. It sounds like they might eat slightly less than 1 meal per day, but let's call it 10 meals per day. We gotta survive, what, like 5 months of winter? So is every month, like, 30 days in this game? I don't recall. We're gonna find out here. No, I was gonna say it's only like 12 days. So 5 times 12 is what, 60? So 600 meals or something like that, if we're you know, overestimating and leaving room in for some potential prisoners. So what did I say? 600 meals. So each food, so we've got about 300 meals worth of raw food over here. We might run a little bit low, but we can still do some hunting, which is nice. Anyway, we're gonna be attacked. Are they coming right away? Is that what it said? No, they're setting up for a siege, which I don't really want to deal with. Now, there's several people in melee weapons. What are you wearing over there? You've got an assault rifle. Ooh, I want an assault rifle. And some shotguns and things. I think what we can probably do is just snipe them. In general, I'm gonna go ahead and recruit everyone, and we're gonna scooch up towards the battle zone, and just try to be within our snipe range, and just try to finish them off that way. Now, I don't think we're gonna be okay here. I'm gonna let everyone sort of group up a bit, come a little closer, a little closer. Oh, it's still not enough. A little more. There we go. Now people are going to start sniping. I'm just going to move things over a little bit. I don't think they're going to shoot each other in the back, but let's be a little careful here. Sar Miller, I'm going to put you on the side here to be ready to flank. Is anyone else moving within kill range? Come on, Lyle. You know you want to... Oh, you're going to get obliterated. Boom! Move up a bit more. We'd be a little bit vulnerable to a... Wow, those snipes. This is a lot easier than killing mechanoids, let me tell you. So we're not going to need your services. Why don't you go and... Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to unrecruit you, and then just tell you to capture Lyle. Oh, maybe we will need your services. Also, by unrecruiting Sar Miller, we actually get rid of his personal shield as well, which is a little concerning. Kill flow. There we go. Everyone melee there. If you have to move up a little, well, actually, you might get shot in the back by your own teammates. That would be unpleasant. Come in here with the flank. Boom. With the zero accuracy flank. Did we just blow up part of the wall? Is that everyone? I think that might be everyone. I'm going to unrecruit everyone. Some people are going to need some treatment. We're going to go ahead and start stripping down these bodies right away. And a little bit more. Why is Miss Cole? It feels... Oh, because we weren't running on fast forward anymore. Because there was still a little bit of combat. Ooh, unusual cold snap. Watch out for hypothermia and dying crops. Well, the crops are all pretty much dead, so that's kind of moot. Strip you down. Strip you down over here. I think that's everyone now. If I recall correctly, we were seeing some bodies from before somewhere that needed to be unforbidden, didn't we? I don't know. Grab all this stuff. Oh, I don't want to grab any people. There we go. Just mass unforbid. How come it didn't select that? Oh, that's a... No, that's weird. Oh, it's not selecting weapons when I do the mass unforbid. Oh, here's the bodies. There. And technically, we don't have anyone over here. Miss Cole, I'm sure you're busy. Yeah, you want to consume some beer. I actually want you to strip this body down first. Please and thank you. Got some dead animals over here. Lots of dead animal carcasses that never got picked up necessarily. Maybe on some sort of hunting thing, or maybe they got killed by something else. I'm not sure. We'll also go ahead and give a big deconstruct here, so we'll get those materials back. All right, so how cold is it? -8. That is still completely manageable. North Falcon didn't get hurt. North Falcon is our primary doctor. Oh yeah, this is our captive. All right, how are you looking there? First of all, any body parts shut off. You are missing a leg. Well, luckily for you, we actually have an extra leg, if I recall correctly. How are you looking? You would only be 52 to recruit, which isn't bad. You're very neurotic. Your mental break threshold is higher, which sucks, but you do work 30% faster, which is nice. You'll go drinking a lot. You're intellectual and artistic. I think you are recruitable. We're gonna go ahead and do that. We're gonna free friendly chat, get medicine, try to recruit. I'm gonna. Well, you're feeding a meal, which is good. We'll try to get some medicine here. Have you actually been treated at all yet? No. So we'll try to get you some proper medicine. You're gonna consume some beer first before you go and do anything medical. That's good news. Maybe what I'll do is I'll turn on the doctoring for a couple other people, just because we need a little bit of it. They're not quite as good, but it's going to be okay. I would actually, I think, prioritize treating Lyle. Yeah, because I don't think my own people are that badly hurt. Lyle's missing an entire leg, so let's patch that up right away. If we want Lyle, we need to make sure... Actually, apparently that you don't need any treatment there at all. Interesting. Don't go to sleep. Dr. Flump. Did you do, like... Oh, you're doctoring over here. Did you really do... Oh, you did 1 poor quality. I thought you did double poor quality when you have an 89% chance of success. Alright, that's not bad. So Lyle's going to get some work, some help. Looks like people are cold inside, which is no good. We're going to want to make sure to turn on power inside. We've got a little bit of heat here. So most of these should be set to that. These air conditioners don't really need to work. They can still be on, it's fine. But they shouldn't need to work anymore. We might need some more heating over here. Wow, we already have a 31% chance of recruitment, despite the fact that we haven't really started the friendly chats yet. That's really good. Pleasant environment is good. Very good. And that's with, what kind of statue? A good quality one. Not a masterwork, but a good quality. I like that. So yeah, we'll probably need some more heaters over here. I don't know, it depends on how... I mean, you don't need one in every room as long as the hallways are warm, but this is a big hallway to just mass heat, so I don't think that's going to happen. And yeah, this air conditioner, power needed 20 watts. It's technically running, but it shouldn't be doing any cooling. I suppose I could probably just turn it off explicitly. All right, Dr. Flump is officially hypothermic. That's because you're not wearing any coats or anything like that. Yeah, finish hauling. When you get over here, I'll give you probably a duster, which should be sufficient. You also don't have a hat on. Let's get that going. Because even the helmet, I think, will help. Actually, it doesn't, apparently. Alright, Dr. Flump. We're going to get you a duster. It's not as good as a parka, but it ain't bad. Do we have a toque? We do have a toque. So we'll get you that instead of the helmet for now. Actually, maybe I'll give you the helmet for now. If you start to get cold again, we'll equip you with a toque. Okay. We'll get some nighttime stuff. Temperature in here. Right, we do target 16. Now that we've got the heaters there, the rest... Oh, we don't have a heater in this prisoner room, and I think we're going to want to do that. We definitely want to make sure the prisoners are relatively happy. I mean, it's not... Actually, it's -9 in there. Lyle could get cold. I mean, he's in bed. Oh, he's wearing a parka as well, and a psychic helmet. Professor Strangelove, what are you wearing that's getting you cold? -13. Again, you don't have an actual jacket. Well, I mean, it is winter, so we may as well give you a parka. I mean, I like the dusters because they're sort of like all-weather gear. Let's go ahead and do that. So we'll keep... it looks like everyone else is wearing a jacket. Oh, maybe not you. No, you've got a parka and nothing else. Oh, you're the nudist, aren't you? Yeah. So you got a parka and you're okay with that. Apparently you've been wearing a parka and a toque all throughout summer. But I guess since you're pantsless, you're not getting too terribly cold, so that's a good sign. All right, still working on Lyle. Lyle, who is missing a leg. Now, since you're not sick, and we will recruit you at some point, let's get your left leg. I mean, it would be foolish to install the left leg if there's any chance that this person might get infected or die. But there's really no hope of us failing to recruit Lyle. We'll get him eventually. I'm going to drop this down to, let's call it 18. It'll help warm the hallways a little bit more, too. Look at that, Lyle. You join us, you get awesome stuff. Hopefully that doesn't give you like a was operated on. No, you're fine. You're happy with your bionic leg. Your bionic leg and your parka. Yeah, it's quite chilly indoors, and we might start to get some bad thoughts about like sleeping in the cold. So far not. They definitely don't like sleeping in the heat, that's for sure. Yeah, so we could have a heater that does this entire hallway, but I think that would be overkill. I don't think it'd ever be able to do it. Now, I mean, it might still be a good idea. We could also do vents. Oh, that's... no, I can't. That's right. The mods, one of the mods adds venting between rooms, which is very cool. So, I mean, the thing is, having a heater in every room, each heater is not going to have to work very hard to keep the rooms warm. So there's, you know, it's not as bad, but you do use more materials. With the venting, it's quite cool, because each heater then, you can have one heater that does this whole 6 block. I'm going to zigzag it just because I can. Which, that heater will have to work harder, but you end up using fewer materials overall. How's this room over here? Quite chilly. We could put a door here. People are working in it, so what I'm going to do is I'll go ahead and put down a, we'll go ahead and put down an auto door. We've even got power there already. And get a little bit of heat going on. Just to make that room a little bit more tolerable, since people spend a lot of time in it. Lyle is now walking around. He's quite happy. Well, you better be. We invested a bionic leg in you. You better join. It might be a little silly to have done that before we actually recruited him, but I'm okay with it. See how awesome life is here, buddy? Lyle? Yeah, that's right. Still failed. Well, we'll get there. 1/3 chance every time. We need a door. Right there. Trade ship. Bulk goods. I'm not sure that we need bulk goods. Are you the only warden, Dr. Flump? Yeah, which is fine. Actually, Miss Cole's pretty good too. Technically a lower chance of success, but we can spread the load a bit. That's going to be okay. So, we got this beer, we've got some materials. I'm not going to sell any medicine or plasteel, probably. Though, wow, we could make 5,000 bucks if we sold off all our plasteel. How much do we have right now? You know, enough to buy, basically, a slave or another bionic bit, so I'm not too worried. I don't think there's anything I want to buy from you. We could buy some extra nutrient paste. That's the thing. If by any chance I run out of cooked meals, I still have this machine. Although, the raw food is obviously the ultimate limiter. Just waiting for that mining to get done. They should prioritize this because it is closer. I think people are just busy doing other things right now. There's no shortage of hauling that needs to be done at this time. We can unforbid that. Still have the cold snap, but it's only... Luckily, it's not the cold snap in the middle of winter. Exotic goods. We could replace our bionic leg, actually. Go ahead and finish your conversation with Lyle. Recruit him, recruit him, recruit him. Ah! Exotic goods. So, we can sell... Look, the poor statue is still selling for like 600 bucks. Amazing. We're going to keep these 2 vests, even though the quality's not fantastic on them. Same thing with the helmet. We'll sell a bunch of the extra clothes that we don't necessarily need. And I might want to keep the parkas. I mean, we can always build more. Well, you know what? We'll sell the awful parka. We'll keep the normal... Well, that one's pretty crappy. Okay, there. We'll keep 2 90% good or normal parkas, which is very nice. Sell the poor quality personal shield. Sell that one at 62%. There, we'll sell the foil helmets. They're funny, but, you know, we can live without it. Shirt, shirt, shirt. We'll sell them. We can make more. We'll keep the toque around for now. Ooh, no bionic legs for sale. We could buy a spare bionic arm. You know what? I'm going to keep a spare bionic arm around. Shooting neurotrainer. Get someone's brain skill up. You install it in the eye, I think, or through the eye. And then you get better ability to shoot things. We'll grab a couple of units of Glitter World medicine, because they will prioritize using this when someone is hurt. And it has, I think, like a 100% chance, or at least gives you such a huge boost to your medicine skill, it results in a 100% chance of getting a good patch up. So that'll be good. Reduce the chance of infection. Jammers, I don't suppose you're a miner. I mean, I appreciate your hauling, don't get me wrong. God, that is slow, isn't it? If I changed his priorities around, he would go and mine the next thing out right away as soon as it was done. But I'll keep doing this for a little while. It's fine. Oh, he wants to eat a meal. No meal for you. Not until this whole room is dug out. Oops. Okay, they want to besiege the colony. Well, this is basically the same group as last time, although slightly more of them. I suppose I could make them happy if I was willing to release them, but Lyle was pretty decent pick. I think what we'll do is wait for morning, so it's not quite so frigid when we go outside of our base. Mind one more out for me, buddy, before you go to bed. Sorry, I know you don't want to take a rest. I get that. You're also wearing frayed apparel. What's frayed? It's your armor vest you're complaining about. Do we have one that's got a higher percentage? Yeah. Should actually do a scan through everyone to make sure everyone's got a decent percentage. Eat your meal. Okay, you might be tired. I'm sorry. Oops. I'm going to recruit everyone. Now, they are going to get to play with cover, and we're going to be mostly exposed, but we do have some really long-range firing capacity. We seem to do okay. He just took a shot at something. Are they killing animals? Oh, no, those are mortar shots. Okay, so bits of our base might get blown up a little. That's okay. So we're going to get everyone together, then we're going to scooch up a bit. Try to get within extreme firing range. Oh, someone's actually walking out here. Kit, you are dead. What are you equipped with? So you saw us and you're deciding to come and stab us with your steel shiv? Headshot, still going. Wow, that guy was a monster. Alright, that's not a whole lot of us operating here. Okay, but we'll keep baiting out the people with guns. With knives, rather. And Sergeant Miller is right here. I'm going to stand in front of everyone else. Oh! I shot myself. Alright, you go and get some help at home. Let's get people organized into a proper firing line now that we're roughly in range. Colonist needs treatment. So how badly were you hurt there, Sergeant Miller? You're not bad. It's going to take you a while to get some help, though, since we're all busy, you know, shooting over here. Watching for target. You can't see anyone? Oh, there we go. Maybe we're having problems staying right in range. Oh, that shot was about to go, actually. And that's a shotgun, so... There we are. Oh, they're assaulting the colony. Everyone, run back home. Use your bionic legs. Go and sit back over here. Excellent. And enable our guns. Hopefully we have enough juice in the batteries. We might need more. Now that we're running a lot of heat that we weren't before. It's interesting. How did we bait them into attacking? Their guns are still operating. Maybe the people who were operating it went down, or there was enough damage done. I don't know. This should be fine. I don't expect to take any real damage. I like that they're shooting at the plasteel thing, which is tougher. Okay, ooh. This guy took some extra shots even after he was down. Alright, I'm going to release everyone. We're going to go and capture some more people. Prisoner. Jammers, you are going to capture Addy over here. And there's one person who's technically was down at the other base. Probably dead at this point. Dr. Flump is hungry. Cancer Man just got some stuff. He wants to rest, but... someone here went down but wasn't dead. Right here. Oh, there's two. There's Julie as well. I'm not certain we're going to be able to pull this off. No. We're short one bed, plus they'll probably die before it happens, but we'll go ahead and give it a try anyway. I don't know who I had. You're capturing. You're resting. Ms. Cole, you can come down here. Capture Julie. Most likely some of these guys will die. Alright. Allah, how badly are you hurt? You've got nothing actually shot off, although you do have an old gunshot wound to the eye. Not that hard to recruit. Addie, how badly hurt are you? Oops. Okay, no, nothing's been removed. How are your stats? You can't do scary, so you can't put out fire. You do like the cold. You've got decent skills. You're not that bad to recruit. Tell you what, you're lucky. You're going to get medicine. We're going to try to recruit you. Allah, I don't know. We might just release you, actually. We'll patch up and release you. Maybe get slightly fewer attacks. You're missing that eye. Oh, there's a lot of stuff you can't do. You have bloodlust? Wow. No, we're just gonna release you after we strip you. There we go. And actually, make sure we haul this stuff out right away, because otherwise, he's just gonna get dressed, or she's gonna get dressed right away. We need to make sure we grab the hat, too. North Falcon. You can haul the hat. There you go, you've been released. You're naked in the middle of winter. While bleeding to death and just generally being horrible. Hopefully you make it out off the map before you die. Oh, that's a dead body. Okay, so we didn't get back in time with Snyder. Let's make sure to haul Snyder away. We'll just bury Snyder for now. We can burn their bodies later on. Ah, I can turn off my guns. Someone's got exhaustion. That's not good. Miss Cole is exhausted. Yeah, go and get rest. I've been working you pretty hard. Lyle has been hired. That is fantastic. We're also going to need to make sure to rename you. So you can shoot. I mean, you're not a great shot, but you're okay. We'll just give you one of these. It's poor quality, but it's got a lot of hit points. You got that. You've got a personal shield. Why did you... Your melee's not even that good, so we'll give you some armored vest instead. There we go. Better. And what kind of jobs do we want to have you work on? Well, I think there's going to be a lot of demand for hauling. You have no passion for anything, which is kind of a pain in the ass. Your crafting skill's not too bad, though. So let me do something like that. And yeah, we can leave a bunch of these things on level 4, just, you know, in case it ever comes up. That's going to be okay. So we'll put you to work right away. Treated Sar Miller, good quality, excellent. Oh, and we did get another death over here. Why don't you strip Addie down, and then we can convert these as colonist beds again. Just for say. So we've got one new recruit. Meanwhile, since everything is relatively decent now, again, we can go ahead and unforbid a bunch of this stuff. We'll have to get someone to strip down these bodies in a second, and we'll just deconstruct all the things. And then as soon as someone comes over here, we'll get them to strip the bodies while they're around. The bodies might be left to rot. I'm not sure. Is there another one? Yeah, over here. Looks like we've unforbidden everything. Alright, and yeah, you'll deconstruct some stuff, which is fine. And then you'll walk all the way back home. Oops, one more body. There we are. And do we have any dead bodies kicking around here? We do. So next time someone walks through this area, we'll have them make a little pit stop. There we are. And yeah, you'll haul those bodies away right away. Why don't you haul... What? I told you to haul that person. There we go. Get the dead bodies out of our little entranceway here. And yeah, we'll probably want to turn on the cremation for a little while. I mean, we've got the empty graves, which is fine. And we may as well put them to good use from time to time, but And just as a placeholder, trade ship, bulk goods. I don't think we need any bulk goods. I don't think we need to sell anything. I don't think we need to buy anything. Raw food situation is still currently fine. I'm going to go ahead and like mine out a little bit of the material there. But we are going to go and start putting in our hydroponics. We'll leave that spot blank for a second. So if you can walk through these areas. Hang on, I've forgotten how to rotate. There we go. Can I not do this? Will that not work perfectly fine? I mean, presumably you still need to be able to be adjacent, but if I do something like that, I feel like that will work. We'll tuck one in there later. And I could also do one like this. And like this. Well, I guess we're going to find out. We do need a sun lamp in the middle of the room. Ooh, hold on. You are canceled. Sun lamp. Okay, that works. And we'll make sure you've got your own personal heater. Although the temperature in here is fine because this heater is working well enough. So you know what? I'm going to cancel that. Speaking of, how's our power overall? It is the daytime, so we're producing some extra power. Yeah, the batteries did get drained. Now, we did have some guns going on. But we really do want to get this thing going at some point. Get the extra geothermal. And again, just a big mass of batteries might be a good idea. So you know what? Let's go ahead and get that going over here for now. We can always move them later on. But this room can double as a... that's not going to work, is it? We'll have to do some more later. But this room can double as a big battery backup room. Especially if we just mine out a little bit more. And we have tons of mining jobs. Okay, well, we'll put a cut in here. Meals. 80 finished meals, which is not too shabby. Jammer's going to be busy for that for a little while until we hit our peak. Now, I mean, I'm using the, go until you have blank. I could also just periodically go in there and just tell them to make 100 meals. But I like this better because that way if I forget to go and like queue up another meal job, we're never going to run out of meals. We'll either have 100 or 35 or whatever I, stop it at on the other side, which is okay. It keeps a minimum. But by occasionally toggling back and forth, we get maybe a little bit more of a sweet spot. I'm going to go ahead and actually toggle it down right now, especially since we don't actually have room to keep everything in there. But yeah, let's make it chunks of 25. It'll make cleaner numbers like that. So we've got more than 25 meals, so Jammers will stop cooking after doing this particular job here, and we'll be kept busy doing something else, which will be nice. So I think this will work. We'll find out, I guess. So we're going to put a cut in here. I'm going to go find a name to name Lyle. I guess we didn't recruit anyone else. Everyone else died. But we did get one, so that counts for something. How much extra medicine do we have? Technically enough, if we're willing to just make do with the herbal medicines for a while. I could end up with a couple more hospital beds over here. I'm not sure how helpful that is, though, so I'll probably wait. Temperature indoors is, well, it's not freezing. Sitting at 7. That's not bad. Ooh, this room is actually only 1. I guess because we don't have any heaters within that room. And the hallway's only so warm. If anyone's got hypothermia, they won't warm up super quick by lying in bed, but otherwise they'll be okay. And yet we do drain power during the night now because of all the heaters that we have and the sunlight. The sunlight sure as hell counts for a lot. We've got a pistol here we can unforbid. Let's go and do some of that. Oh, and we've got this turned on again, which does use a fair deal of power. I mean, 250 is not huge, but it's something. So we definitely need to either get our geothermal up and running, or we need to get more solar panels plus batteries, for example. Just huge banks of power. Certainly we need to do something, but that'll have to wait until next time. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.